A note on a science fiction film, Sum of Histories. Coming from the northern part of Belgium, seeing as they speak Flemish and not French, in Wallonia, the southern part of Belgium, they speak French. I visited there for quite a few weeks and I loved it. We also went to the north and that was great too. So they speak, as I said, in a Flemish, and they have a very interesting proposal. Uh, emails sent into the past. Science fiction, remember. Leo Achten, his Professor Theo. Griet is one woman that dies in one scenario, and there's Lena, who is also a cow and a woman. And the idea is basically this. At one point, a researcher has some ideas, has a program, some results that make him optimistic, but he needs the help of another to perfect, to really be able to send emails in the past. And the innards of all this, the mathematical equations, are not relevant, I would say, because anyway they're not there yet, maybe, and I wouldn't be able to understand anyway. There is an attempt, and that's why I thought worthy of note, notable, and to be appreciated, that they try and speak of the effect. What was the name? Guzman? Obviously, they refer to E equals mc at the power 2, and famous Einstein formula. The fact that Einstein by termina has demonstrated that time is relative. They mention also experiments with planes going the same way, and then the idea, we also know this idea that if there is someone here and he's going on a spaceship and travels with the speed of light, 10 minutes through his flight at the speed of light, it will be just 10 minutes older, and I will be dead by then. And everyone else here not traveling with the speed of light, and things like that. So if we go along with the idea, there are notable alternatives presented in the film, because of course we've been there before. Back to the Future comes to mind. What do? You have to, if you work with this concept that you can go in the past, right? You have to be careful that anything you do will have an impact on the present, so to say. I mean, the present has to take into account what happened then. That's where it becomes complicated. For instance, in this, they present different scenarios. The professor is married to Lena, who is in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair because she has been hit by an accident when she was only a little girl. So, of course, having the possibility to send emails, why not take her out of the wheelchair? All right? So, he sends email. They send emails first to a man. They find a man who is in the neighborhood, so he can affect the incidents. They send him to a competition where he knows which is the cow that will win, and that's Lena, and it makes for a funny interaction. They also want to test this concept, and they make him get the money from the cow. That's why the cow, they needed this show, this idea, email, go to and bet on the cow being on 36 square or whatever, because with the money he has to buy a painting of Vermeerade. It's not Vermeer, we know, but it's Vermeer something. Supposedly, I don't know if it's invented or there is really a Belgian, maybe Flemish painter who, at the time of sending the emails, is uh, extremely famous, and his paintings are worth a fortune. I'm thinking Damien Hirst now. He's not the one mentioned in the film, but when he was 20, I don't think anybody knew his cows cut in half and the other things would fetch such ridiculous prices. But still, so okay, you buy a Vermeerade and you bury it, and they can go and test, and indeed they go to dig a hole and they find the Vermeerade, a fortune otherwise. Interesting. They're careful not to change big things, even if one of the younger scientists is keen on continuing the experiment. The older one says, look, by Sunday we're finished. We can't, I mean, we think of what we're doing and we're changing. No, let's continue. I think we can save millions. It's not. So the ethical questions there, the marvelous film. I need to emphasize that, because it's also studying what happens. So in the scenario, with the emails, they send this young man after burying the painting and the cow, and he finds a woman he loves, Griet, and he says now, and he gets an email, you have to stop the grey car which comes at 11. They know the time of the accident, and indeed he's trying to stop the car. He's going in front of on the road, but as the driver was anyway careless, he sees him in front, takes the wheel to the left, and kills Griet. So that's bad, and there's a challenge in the future. But we have more options. More things happen. Like for instance, I will stop at this and let you enjoy the film and see the interesting ways in which you work in the future, you modify in the past, and you modify the future, and then you have alternative, because we're talking here alternative. That's a challenge. Realities. In one of these realities, the older scientist, I'm talking middle age, maybe not even 40, 36 maybe, is not married to his wife anymore. Yes, Lennon was saved. I mean, no accident, no injury to the legs. But then they didn't marry and have a child, which they were supposed to in the original first version, first reality. And there are more options, indeed. I thought this an excellent film, very challenging.